My dear friends, the day Rosh Chodesh Menachem of the month where we are consoling our Father, we can God, and the Father is consoling us because we're together in exile. Let us give some extra tzedakah so that we merit that the consolation should not be needed anymore because we'll have the redemption right now. I want to point out something to you. In the Torah, there is no mention of a date of the passing of any of our greatest. No date of when Adam passed away. No date of when the patriarchs, the matriarchs. It says what age. Avraham Avinu age 175, Sarah 123, but it doesn't say the date. It doesn't say when Moshe Rabbeinu passed away. It says yes, at the age of 120. The only one which is mentioned is Aaron HaKohen, Aaron the high priest. And it says in Numbers in Bamidbar, Lamed Gimel, chapter 33, there it says, Vayal Aaron HaKohen el Hor. Aaron HaKohen ascended the Mount of Hor, al pi Hashem, on the command of God, Vayom Hashem b'shnas ha'arboim letzeis b'nei Yisrael me'eretz Mitzrayim. He passed away on the 40th year of when the Jewish people have left Egypt. In other words, during the end of the journey of the Jewish people in the desert. When did he pass away? They're specific. B'chodesh HaChamish, in the 5th month. Which is the 5th month? In the Torah, we do not have names for the month. This happened after when the Jewish people came back from Babylonian exiles. They introduced names for the month. But the Torah numbers them. But which is the month of the 5th month? Let's count. Nisan, Iyar, Sivan, Tammuz, Av, Menachem Av. The 5th month is today, the month of Av, or as we call it, Menachem Av. What day the Torah specifies? Be'echad lachodesh, on the 1st day of the month, on Rosh Chodesh. And it's very interesting. This happened in the year 2487 after creation, which corresponds to 1247 before the Common Era. The Torah puts in over here a date to tell us. Eventually, in fact, about 800 years later or so, we will enter the month of sadness, as the Gemara says in Ta'anit. Mishenichnas Av menmatim besimcha. When the month of Av starts, we diminish in rejoicing. Why? We commemorate the destruction of the temple. Says the Torah, I give you an antidote against the destruction of the temple, or for that matter, for the reconstruction of the temple. Live according to the life of Aaron. Aaron HaKohen, what says is Oyev Shalom, V'Oyev Shalom, a man of peace, a man of love, a man who pursued love and peace for the other. By us strengthening ourselves in Avas Yisrael, in love your fellow Jew, love your fellow man. Because we God's children. We have the same neshama. As such, says the Torah, remember the date. Remember the behavior which is implied by that date. Now talking about the month of Menachem Av, we're just starting what's called the 9 days. The 9 days where we supposed to halachically diminish in festivities. We don't do any big celebrations. We don't do any travel for joy. We will minimize bathing. We won't go swimming. We won't listen to music. Custom is also not to eat meat, except if there is a celebration of a simchas, a sudas mitzvah, such as if there is a circumcision, we are allowed to participate. And therefore the Rebbe says, there's a concept that we say, Mishenichnas Av mematim besimcha. Simple meaning is, when the month of Av starts, we diminish in rejoicing, but there's a chassidic take to it. A more positive take to it in terms. How can we be memayit? How can we diminish the sadness of the month of Av besimcha, through rejoicing? But not any rejoicing, only the rejoicing which permitted halachically. And therefore the Rebbe has instituted the custom that every day of those 9 days, in fact all the way to Tu B'Av, to the 15th day of the month of the Av, one should participate in the study of the conclusion of a Mesechet, of a tractate. Because the halacha is that if a siyum, when we participate at the siyum of a Mesechta, The Seudah, the meal which comes with it, is called a festive mitzvah meal, and we're allowed to participate. Just like Erev Pesach, for the firstborn, we participate at the Siyum, and that's when we don't have to fast, if you are a firstborn son. Says the Rebbe that we should make sure to participate in this study. And the Rebbe said, my purpose is not for you to eat meat. Eat whatever you want. But the point is to have that simcha, that rejoicing, the rejoicing of Torah. And therefore, my friends, I invite you to make sure that every day of this coming 9 days, or till the 15th, tune in to Chabad.org on the website, CHABAD.org, O-R-G. Check the schedule of the Siyum. You have every day a Siyum. Better is to do it in person, but if you can't, at least online. So let us all together unify and have the Siyum, the conclusion of this exile, and celebrate the Simcha of Mashiach.